Hi there, thanks for taking the time. In this video I'll guide you to get started with HoloViz MCP. So HoloViz MCP is an MCP server, so a model context protocol server that provides tools, resources and prompts for usage, for example in Copilot and VS Code. And all of that to speed up and improve your workflow when you work with HoloViz. For example, panel, HVplot, HoloViews, data shader, param, color set, etc. So let's check the getting started tutorial. So it's important you have Python already installed, UV as well, the package installer, and some kind of MCP compatible AI assistant, for example, as I'm showing VS Code with Copilot, or you have Claude or you have Cursor. Let's by starting HoloViz MCP as a UV tool. So I have it already installed. If you don't have it installed, then it will install it. Secondly, you need to then install Chromium. This enables you to take screenshots of your panel applications. And finally, you need to create what we call an index. So what it really does is it takes all the documentation of the HoloViz packages like panel, HVplot, HoloViews, data shader, etc. and indexes it. So it indexes it into a database so that it can provide search results to provide context for your Copilot. So your Copilot can then search for panel documentation, for example, how do I use a tabulator, or HVplot, what kinds of plots do I have, what arguments can I provide, etc. So we should run this command, not install Chromium, but update index. So when you do, it will work a lot. It will take some time, up to 10 minutes. So I'll just cancel it, but you can see it starting here. But you should wait until it's finished. Then you need to configure your AI assistant. So if, for example, you need to open the command palette like this, and then type MCP add server, and then you need to pick command, then you will pick command HoloViz MCP, and then you need to call it something, for example HoloViz, and then you need to select where, for example globally, so that you can use it across all your repositories, remote like I need to do because I work remotely on VS Code, or like for a specific workspace. So let's install it globally. Then you'll get a command or a configuration like this. You can see here it's actually running. Let's just stop it. So I had it running already. And now you can click, for example, this button here to start up the MCP server. But let's go down here. So now you will need to verify the installation. Again, in VS Code, you open up the command palette, and this time you pick list servers. Then it will probably say HoloViz somewhere here. For some reason it says this, but this is my HoloViz MCP server. I can stop or restart the server. You will probably have start because it's not running for you. But now I restarted the server, and then you can also go to, again, list servers. If you pick HoloViz, then you can show output. So output is something you will see down here. So this is your fast MCP server that's running here, or at least logging some output. And you can see it's running here. Now you can start using it. For example, you can ask Copilot some questions. What panel components are available for user input? Let's see what happens. So you can see here that it actually runs this panel search tool. It provides some input widget user entry, and it filters on the package panel, and then it gets a lot of like feedback back. And it also uses this tool, panel list components. And this is a tool that comes with the HoloViz MCP server as well. And you can see it gets a lot of like text back about panel widgets. And that means that in the end, Copilot is able to like summarize that there's a lot of text inputs or numerical inputs or date time inputs in panel. You can also ask it more specific questions, like what parameters does the panel button component accept? And again, you can see it's thinking. It actually figure out, like the HoloViz MCP server provides this panel get component parameters tool. It uses it. It says, let's use this tool with name equals button and package equals panel. And then it gets a response about the button, which enables Copilot to understand all the parameters of the button very well. You can also ask it to create a dashboard, for example. So let's create a panel dashboard in the file app.py that displays a slider and shows the square of the slider's value. Use panel skills. So now it uses the tool HoloViz get skill. And you can see here it gets a lot of text about being a panel developer, an expert panel developer, and what to use. So now it has all of this context, and it creates an app. And it says here we can like panel serve it. So let's try that. So now we run this command. It starts up the app over here. It takes a little bit of time because I'm developing remotely. So it's a little bit slow to load. Yes. So I asked it to show the square of the value on this slider, and that's what it does. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, I think that's it actually. Yeah. Let me just show you as well. If you search for MCP resources, browse resources, then it will provide some resources. So these are the resources that it uses for the skills or the best practices. For example, this one, you can take up this document and see what we're providing as context for being an expert panel developer. I think that's it. Thanks for your time.